morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, they're talking about some bad weather in the Gulf of Mexico, and you know I live in Louisiana, so you never can tell about this weather. We just have to be prepared. So I guess I'll go out. I think the weather is supposed to start raining tomorrow, so I probably just need to go out and get some things like water and, you know, things like that. But how y'all doing today? Welcome to all my new subscribers, all those who come in and tell me that they like my channel, and they appreciate, you know, the advice I give and stuff. I really appreciate that. That's why I'm here. And I'm kind of introvert, so to speak. I love people, but I'm not very sociable. Like, I don't attend a lot of local events and stuff like that. I'm usually at home, cooking, reading, researching, stuff like that. Cleaning, whatever needs to be done. But this platform really has helped me to reflect on myself and given me an opportunity to speak on things that's really dear to me. And for that, I'm grateful. You know, and a little money doesn't, it helps too, you know. It's not a lot. I don't get a lot of views and everything, but like I said, if I help one person, even if there's no money involved, if I help somebody, I'm living my purpose. I really believe that. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. I am actually on the camera that wouldn't work at all. The last two videos I recorded, the one where I made the strawberry margaritas and the one that's gonna post today, I think I got it set to sometime today. The reason why the video is small is because I use my son's iPhone. I guess I didn't do the setting right for the video, so that's why it's like that. But this camera, yesterday I was getting the camera out of the car. Let me tell y'all how good God is. Now, I did order a camera yesterday too because it has a better zoom and the quality is supposed to be better. That's yet to be seen, but I'll find out when I get it. But anyway, went in my console here to pick the camera up, and it came on, and then the thing said change battery, and it went out. So I changed the battery, and y'all, look at this camera. I turned it on and stayed on. It hadn't been going off and on the way it had been. So I'm like, do I need to take the other camera back? Nah, I need to have I want to do this more. I want to be more available. I want to be more transparent here, because I do believe in my spirit God got me here for a reason. I've met some people, some local and some not, that has really touched me. Really, I'm serious. And you know, it gives you an opportunity to meet people you may not ever see in your lifetime, but they touch you and they could possibly change your life for the better. That's amazing to me. It's amazing. And I just don't know in life where I would be if we would have had things like this when we were younger. I'm serious. Because y'all, not a bragging person, y'all know that, but I thank God for the talents that he's given me. Back in the day when my kids were younger, we used to have talent shows, and y'all, I came out there one time. I was in my Whitney Houston, I was in my prom dress, and I was singing a Whitney Houston song, and girl, when I turned around, everybody passed out because I couldn't zip the thing up. I couldn't zip it up. It was a beautiful dress. It was white and it had ruffles. It looked like, I ain't lying, today somebody could use it for a wedding dress. It was so pretty. And you know what? I worked my senior year and bought that dress myself. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Don't let anything or anybody hold you back. I had my daughter in high school. She was 6 weeks old when I got my first little summer job. I couldn't get it through the average job program. I ended up getting it through this other program one of my neighbors knew about. And so it was just for 6 months, but I was a student and mid-clerk in the emergency room at a charity hospital. That was a learning experience in itself. It really was. So what we did is, the people would come in and go check in with the nurse's aide or the nurse or whatever, and then they bring their little pieces, the little slip to us, and the lady would type the charts up, and then we made like the hospital cards and stuff. And then there have been times I had to go in the emergency, I had to go in the labor room or whatever and get the patient, like if they came in by ambulance, I had to go in there and get their signatures for them to be very grateful. Don't take anything or your situation for granted. you know, things happen and we think, Lord have mercy, why me? Why I can't be successful? And I, you know, I'm human. I've had those situations and stuff too. But I know that God holds the key, you know. And for me, as a college graduate, I got my degree at 34. Yeah, I was 34 when I got my degree. And so I've been in management for 31 years, but I've only had my degree for what, 19 years now? Yeah, 19 years. So really and truly, I should be probably making double what I make. But sometimes I think that my humble spirit is not what a lot of people look for in my profession. Not necessarily, but I'm more caring than I am professional, if that makes sense. I'm very professional. And I even went on interviews at a hospital, and she asked me what was my weakness. I say my compassion for people. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not compassionate enough to not hold people accountable. That's not what I'm saying. But I also take into consideration the reason why a person may be the way they be. You understand what I'm saying? Because what people fail to realize, you can't go on like just like kids in high school or any age. You can't expect a kid to come to school and give 100% if they're hungry, they're dirty, you don't feel loved. Those things are important. Your basic needs have to be met before you can elevate to the next level. That's why I tell you, people who can overcome homelessness and things like that and still be successful, those people are extraordinary. You know, I'm not going to say they're few and far between them, but there are more people who are oppressed in those situations than those who are successful, if that makes sense to you. But I'm just saying, that's why I love the Obamas so much. Because, especially after reading Michelle's book, First Lady book. But I couldn't put Michelle Obama's book back because I can relate on so many levels. You know, just talking about her humble beginnings and how it shaped her life. And I can, you know, because when my dad passed, he was working for the same business that I work for now. Government agency that I work for now. And he was the maintenance supervisor or the technician or whatever. And I'm the director of the whole organization. But I'm just saying, I don't look at it. I look past you know, like people ask me where I work, I just tell them where I work. I don't give them no title or nothing like that because that's not important to me. You know what? I'm saying the Lord don't look at no titles. Like my pastor always say, I'd be a doorkeeper in this house. Yes, Lord, I'm not worried about a title.